When this saloon and grocery store was built on the old Evansville New Harmony Road back in 1839, it served primarily as a stopover for the stagecoach. Today, it's called the Hilltop Inn, and it's important for this reason. Through most of its existence, the Hilltop has been a tavern. A true tavern. Let me tell you what I mean by that. It means that downstairs, well, first, location. As you can see, it's in a pretty busy intersection right now. And 100 years ago, although it wasn't as busy or as noisy, it was still probably a very important intersection. Down on the bottom floor, drinking area. Up top, rooms that anyone could stay in for probably just a few cents a night. Usually it was the crews from the stagecoach. Food, complete afterthought. So why is this important in terms of road food history? Well, believe it or not, our country was born in places just like that. Patriots, citizens would gather in taverns, and to tell you the truth, judges would hold courts there, people would get married there, but they would gather there and talk about ideas. They would drink a little cider or a little beer. Pretty soon they're writing up a Declaration of Independence and going to war. And that's exactly why this kind of building is important. Of course, to me, it's also important because I understand they got a mighty fine brain sandwich in there, and I can't help but notice a sign that says burgoo, and I've been looking for some burgoo. Alrighty, I have my brain. I have my burgoo. Brains. I'm gonna have to think about that. I get it. Think about it. Okay. So first the burgoo. Let's see here. As you can see, it looks a great deal like Brunswick stew, which I certainly have down in my home state. It smells a lot like Brunswick stew as well. Kind of that tomato-based meat thing. There are a lot of vegetables there as well. Let's see. Now this definitely has more of a, this is a German area, and I would say there's definitely a kind of a German flavor going on there, almost kind of a sour broth. There's some vinegar in there. If there's any squirrel meat, I certainly can detect it. Lots of vegetables, definitely tomato. I can also see why it's usually a fall food, because that's very hearty and very kind of heavy and okay. I should note that a quick conversation inside told me that they use pork brains now. They used to use beef brains, but then the whole mad cow thing came along and ruined everybody's fun, so we can't have those anymore. And the pig brains are actually, get a muffler! The pig brains are actually harder to work with because they're smaller and you still have to pull off a lot of the membrane and stuff. It's easier to clean one big cow brain and cut it up. So this is actually more of a labor-intensive kind of brain. Well, crunchy on the outside, smooth and creamy on the inside. Not too salty, not too breaded. It's obviously been deep fried, kind of like a giant fritter, giant brain fritter with a bun on it. I don't know what they usually put on them. That's good with the pickle though, because it's a little fatty. So this is Indiana road food. I'm thinking a lot about that brain sandwich, I didn't think it was very good, and it would be really easy for me to just say, hey, that brain sandwich was no good, but you know what? Maybe that's just my palate. Maybe my palate has become, over-Americanized, and maybe the whole point is that these regional foods that really have a great deal of meaning to individual culture groups, like the Germans here in Evansville, maybe that flavor is important to them. Maybe the fact that a lot of other people don't like it keeps it theirs. Interesting. So it's an acquired taste or an inherited taste for the German community here, because the rest of us don't like it that much. It stays theirs, which means that it's connective tissue to their heritage. And maybe that's what food's really supposed to do after all. You gotta think about that. I am so struck by the beauty of the landscape that I end up getting lost in it, completely lost. Luckily, Lamar is secure enough in his manhood to ask for directions.
818. Bingo.